We entered this world at almost exactly the same time. True story. Do you guys have a mic stand? I can't remember exactly which side of it he lands on, but I remember doing the math of the time zones. Thank you very much. And I believe our mothers were in labor at the exact same time. It's just weird little trivia. There you have it. If anyone has any questions, thoughts, concerns, suggestions, feel free to go to the mic and let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to sing a song or two if that's all right. Does anybody have a special request?
I
do. Look at you at the microphone. I feel like I just looked at that microphone and there wasn't anyone there. You were very fast.
Yep. I wanted to request Journey.
Something by the band Journey?
Nope.
Okay. Sure, I'd love to play that for you. Can you guys hear that?
We can, but the speakers are right here.
This can be a lonely time, by myself with a million people around, observing, preserving, serving my own mind, and I'm curious at the things I find. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I'm with the only person that knows me. I'm with my guitar and I'm with emotional scars, and my journey's underway. Yeah. I pulled into town yesterday, but I think it's time to go. I can't tell you where because I don't know. And I'm with my guitar and I'm with emotional scars, and my journey's underway. Yeah. Times I feel like I'm the only one who cares, but we've all got trouble and we've all got pain. We need to realize that we are all the same, and we're with our guitars and with emotional scars, and our journeys are underway. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Someone asked me to sing this, so I'm going to sing it, but but ask me a question first.
I just can't wait to know, sorry, I tried again. Can you disclose anything about recovering with friends?
Yes.
But you won't.
No, I mean, it is in progress. We're working on it, and as with all of the previous ones, it kind of starts and stops quite a few times in the process because all these guys are so busy. Luckily, I usually work with them in the studio on various things, so when that happens, I usually take a minute out of the time and say, hey, let's sing this other song. So Rich and I are going back in the studio next month to work on his album some more, and I'll probably get him to do a couple songs, and Robbie and I are supposed to do some stuff, so it's getting there. Hopefully this year, towards the end of the, I'd say maybe middle of, I don't want to give you a date.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Hi. You don't have to stand there the whole time.
It was not that long.
Okay.
So I was wondering, when you're on stage, and if you mess up, what's your usual reaction? I mean,
I don't mess up.
An example?
Just never mess up, and then you don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? You have to be professional. And I'm just kidding. I mess up all the time. Luckily, I've been given an opportunity to play music in front of this crowd and crowds like this for a really long time now, and it's been awesome to be able to learn so much about performance in front of a hometown team, you know, so it's made me probably more comfortable on stage than I should be, and mistakes happen, and I usually just incorporate them into the show. It depends on the kind of mistake. If it's a forgotten lyric or a forgotten song or, you know, something like that, that's usually really easy to make a joke about and roll on. The only ones that really hurt are when your voice decides to do something really funky, which, you know, you don't always, like, you know, even when you're talking, sometimes you haven't said a word in a few minutes, and then you go to say a word and you realize that you should have swallowed before you said something, or you should have cleared your throat, or you know what I mean? So it happens to the best of us. But those are always the ones where I'm like, oh, that was painful. No one needed to hear that noise. But I just roll with it. I just figure that no one's going to hate me more than they already do if I don't sing the right note. So it's, I love you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Is that Reeve?
Yeah.
Sitting in the morning sun, how we sit when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I watch them roll away again. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed down to Frisco Bay. Yeah, I had nothing to live for. Look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Every day still remains the same. I can do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. rest of my bone. Loneliness won't leave me alone. Yeah, 2,000 miles I rode just to make this dock my home. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I
know that guy.
Hey everybody, hey Jason.
Hello.
Hey, y'all know Billy. This is Billy Moran. Together,
the three amigos.
Together, we are the Station Breaks. Do we know what we're doing?
You know, just paneling it up. You know.
Are we singing or just answering questions?
Either or.
Okay.
I think this lovely young lady has a question.
Okay, my question is, which is your favorite musical in last year? So I think you don't answer me because I think you can sing it.
Building code? That's what I heard too.
Okay.
Say that one more time.
What's our favorite?
Which musical is your favorite in last year? Which musical?
Musical.
You can answer me with songs.
Songs, got it.
I'm gonna go with Hades Town.
You saw it?
I know. I didn't see it yet, but I'm gonna. It's still my favorite. My buddy's in it. What do you expect?
I'm gonna have to go with Hades Town. I mean, my buddy's in it, so.
Yeah, you know, I met Reeve once. I have to go with Hades Town as well. Good guy.
I'm trying to think if I saw another musical in the last 2 years. I really haven't seen, I don't think I've seen another musical. But in history, the musical Oliver was always one of my favorite musicals. And one of the first parts I played on stage was The Artful Dodger. Yeah. Did you ever do Oliver?
I did not. I did not. I didn't do a lot of musical theater. My first job in California was in a musical. I played Lucifer. Yeah.
Wow. Move over, Tom Ellis.
What were you singing?
What was I singing? I wrote a song for the production that I sang, and then I sang another. It was all original stuff that the director, musical person made. Yeah. We like almost went to Broadway, but we like Laguna Festival of the Arts, and then it was like one step away. Sure. That's cool.
That's just cold.
Yeah.
So am I.
So,
it's so hot in here.
Yeah. Awesome. I really don't know.
Jason, how long is that running for, Hades Town? I mean, are we gonna...
Forever, hopefully.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can go when we're up there. When we go for, we have a little, tour coming up on the East Coast. Maybe we'll go check it out.
It doesn't help me. So I got it tuned down.
It's a nice tuner, isn't it?
It is. It is. Really looks like yours.
It is.
Oh.
Did I steal your tuner again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jason has a habit of walking away with my tuner.
I didn't walk away with it. I just put it on the guitar stand.
There's a story when you went home and you opened up your guitar case, like, oh, there's a tuner.
Yeah. I did guitar tuners and guitar picks, because then once you have them, you're thinking about other things. Like you're just, somebody hands you a guitar pick and you play a show with the guitar pick, And then after 40 to 60 minutes of singing to people on stage, your first thought isn't, I have to give this guitar pick back. So you're in the, you stick it in your pocket, you don't think about it. And then they call you a thief. I don't know. Which side were we on?
We're on this side.
Hi.
Hello.
How are ya?
Well, good.
Good.
Since the same for me, I'm very good, right? I'm trying to figure still out the Chasing Echoes from Paul Carella.
Sure.
And I just want to know if you have little
Some hints?
Yes.
No, he offered to buy a bar for anyone that could guess.
So I'm really into it.
Guess what?
Trust me, I'm trying my best. Paul has that song Chasing Echoes, and he always makes, I guess it's not a joke, he says he'll buy the bar for anyone who guesses what the song is about.
Oh, it's not about Jensen Ackles?
Yeah, that's what we thought, right? He sounds like he's saying Jensen Ackles when he's singing.
Right.
Yeah. Like, oh, he's a big fan, that guy.
Yeah. When we first sang it, we all thought he was saying Jensen Ackles.
So he's gonna give a bar of the song?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's Scottish.
So we have to interpret his song.
Hi.
Hello. I would like to ask about your writing process when you write new songs and where do you get the ideas from?
Rob?
Where do I get the ideas from? Yeah, a lot of times I'll write a melody, like that usually starts with just like chord progression, and then I hear a melody, and a lot of times, honestly, there'll be a word that just popped, or a phrase that sounds good over that melody, with that melody, and then I'll kind of write a song around that phrase, and it's usually like the mood that I'm in that day, but there's something about that phrase that I kind of find a way to weave that into the story. So I guess that's where the ideas come from, just from this phrase, whatever I come up with.
Isn't that funny? It just pops in your head.
Yeah. But like sometimes when we write songs together, he'll send me the guitar part, and he says, I don't know why, I'm thinking, I'm calling this one Honeybee, and I'm thinking it would be a cool song about my daughter. And so then I go and write a song about both of our daughters, and having the nickname Honeybee for our daughter, and now we have the song Honeybee. So a lot of times, like, he'll name his songs and then send it to me, and then I'll write it around this name he came up with.
Yeah. It's a feeling that you have when you're coming chord changes and whatnot.
Yeah.
What was one we did in Virginia, Jason, for Station Breaks, the new one we're going to introduce?
The sun will...
Yeah.
Sun will rise.
That's the one. Same, what they said.
Shot there.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
You can play a song first if you want.
You ask your question first.
First, I just wanted to say, Billy, your solos the other night were amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to know if we're going to hear any more of that on the tour in July.
Perhaps.
And if you guys, all four of you, talked about any songs you'd like to do kind of together that you've maybe not done before.
We've actually been discussing that a lot, actually. We're starting with what we did in Georgia, and then we're going to kind of introduce new songs. Obviously, we want to keep the set list fresh from show to show, so there's going to be a lot of new stuff, I'm sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. When you write a song around a lyric, that made me think of, did you have the lyric 3 ibuprofen headache and then write Gone around, like I just have to put 3 ibuprofen headache?
No, I remember, I thought it would be catchy to have a chorus that counted down.
Yeah.
And so, and I knew it was a song about, a guy leaving town and kind of getting out of a relationship and then just like hitting the road and counting down the things that's on his mind as he's leaving town. But yeah, no, I think that popped in my head as I was doing.
Should we?
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind, there's a line in this song the words are 3 ibuprofen headache. That's your line. So just follow the part of the crowd that knows it.
acre in the valley. Stare back at him with my camera. Maybe I'll go set fire. If they catch me, put me away. He used to say he's got potential. Now I'm on my way to nowhere. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways I could have made my case. 4 suitcases for reasons that went wrong. This is y'all. I got a 3 JIB profanity. 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good thought my hair and now it's gone. The ashtray knows I'm alone. Suddenly seen its better days. I live and die by the phone. Live and learn and love my foolish ways. Who will save me? I'm dead. No one tried to save me. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways could have made my case. 4 suitcases of reasons it went wrong. You get another chance. I got a JIB profanity. There you go. Just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good thought my hair, but now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. One good reason for leaving. I'm not blind and you can't see. Just so good at believing. Damn my sensitivity. I can't help it. My heart bleeds. I'm damned if I can help it. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 more ways could have made my case. 4 suitcases for reasons it went wrong. I got a just 2 more people didn't make it. 1 good about my hair. 1 good about my hair. 1 good about my hair. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Woo!
Thank you.
Oh, that's so cute the way you guys sang that line. It was
Yeah.
cute. In America, they'll be like,
Scream it.
Scream it.
yeah. And,
But y'all were like really like
Yeah.
sweet and
Yeah.
on pitch.
yeah.
Right.
I was waiting for like the, and then everyone's like, JIB profanity. Very nice.
Which side were we on? This side. Hi.
Hi, nice to see you. This may be a song request, but I'm not sure how practical it is. I loved hearing Billy do the Jimi Hendrix set just before a J2 panel in Vancouver one year. I think he did something like Purple Haze. I can't remember. Oh.
We do Fire when we bring on Rachel Miner.
It was before J2, I think. Jared Jensen.
Yes, maybe, but I don't know if it was Purple Haze.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
maybe it was
I
like,
can't do
I'll
that
have to
on
think
mobile
about it,
data.
Yeah, what else have we done? Hendrix, have we done? Did we have Crosstown Traffic or something else like that?
Maybe, yeah. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But I'd love to do it whenever it is.
Is there any Hendrix that you can do on an acoustic?
You know,
I mean, I could do the
we can do a chorus of Fire.
Anyway, I just wanted to say I loved it.
Thank you very much.
How's that sound?
So when the
Say it.
well, I was just gonna say that because of the format of the other conventions, you guys know the perfect 30-second snippets of so many songs. Like that was like the perfect. Like, do you know any Jimi Hendrix? And you guys were like, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna. Let me stand up to the fire. Like ends perfectly.
We need to start like an Instagram volume of all the intro
30-second
songs.
snippets of.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, I kind of have two questions. Do you have any rough, Jason, do you have any rough release dates on Richard and Left on Laurel albums?
Huh? Left on Laurel is, we're done recording. We're mixing it right now, and it'll go to mastering, and then it'll go to duplication. We're gonna do vinyl for that one, but we still don't know if we're gonna, because vinyl takes a really long time, so we don't know if we're gonna like release the CD and then release the vinyl later, or if we're gonna save everything and have like a pre-sale and do it all at the same time. So to answer your question, no, but thank you for the question.
Yeah, vinyl takes a while. Vinyl.
So we're still waiting for the actual like date, but soon. Yes, I think both of those albums will be out before Rockwood, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I request a song?
Yeah.
Autumn Back? Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
I had the best of, died this year. He was the only one I ever feared. Keep on waiting for his ghost to appear. I don't think that I'll get a new one just now. Never had one before. I don't know how to love something like that. It's a vow, and it goes like this, and it goes like that. Bring it forward, take all of mine. Chronological order of events, in the way of a friend. They came and got him around the bend, and that's the end. It came too soon, it always does. Understand just why we must accept this policy trust and turn to dust. And it goes like this. It's a word, and it goes like this, and it goes like that. Spring forward, take our back. It goes like this, and it goes like that.
Thank you guys very much. That's it for me. But the three of us will hit this stage again Saturday night, and we'll play a little. This has been really fun because we had like a solo show last night or the night before last, and we got a station break show, and we got a Quattro Formaggio show. It's like the whole thing. All right, bye guys.
That's awesome. That makes me very excited for Saturday. Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm going to get up and move. Thank you. Grazie. Grazie mille. Yeah. So how's it going? How many people are here today that weren't here yesterday? Oh, you guys, yeah. Oh, in the back, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, woo woo. That's cool that I can tell all the same jokes. They'll be new to you. My son is 15, and he is just going through this stage right now where he's embarrassed by anything that I do in public. Even if there's nobody around, it'll embarrass him. So I like to embarrass him. It's super fun to do. But the other day, it's so little, anything very little. He was walking to the car. I picked him up from school, and he's walking to the car, and I just go, like, I'm here. And he's like, I see he's walking, he's like, Dad. Like, what did I do? First of all, there's no one else around. What did I do? He's like, I mean, what? I was like, what? I was telling you, I'm here. I was like, what's up? I was like, oh, Dad. So then, the next time I got him the next day, there were actually a lot of people around. And I honked and went, Dad, why would you do that? And then we picked my daughter up, who's 12. And she was like, seriously, like, Dad, like, that's not okay. So fun. One time I sung in the car and that embarrassed him. And it's like Frank Sinatra was on the radio. And I was like, fly me to the moon. Like, oh, Dad, oh my God, Dad. I'm like, the windows are rolled up, no one can, and I was like, you know what, screw it. And I rolled down all the windows, I was like, fly me to the moon. Dad! I'm Calvin's dad. Like, Dad, no! Anyway, that's what that reminded me of. Do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hi, first of all. I just want to know something, like, when you compose music, do you prefer having lyrics first and then making the music, or first the tune and then the lyrics?
For me, like 90% of the time, it's music then lyrics. I'll just have the melody. I want it to go da 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 da, you know, and then I'll start sort of like walking around, and the words will come into my head, and you know, and then I'll take a shower and I'll think of a couple more lines, and then I'll take a walk around the block, and some more things will come. And then sometimes I have to put it down for a day or two, or sometimes weeks, and then I'll come back and write another verse. So, but it's always the music first, because then I can write the lyrics anywhere, but the music you have to be with your instrument. So once I have that melody, then I can keep fine-tuning it. And then once I have the lyrics and the melody, I usually record it, just so I can remember. And then I'll just keep fine-tuning that. Yeah, there's a song I wrote right before I left town that I recorded so that I could listen on the airplane and kind of like think about what I want to change and stuff like that. But yeah, usually it's music first. But you know, a lot of times I'll just write. Lately, especially, I've been writing a lot lately, and sometimes words will come into my head with no music, which is a new thing for me. And so I've been writing a lot of that, and then I'm like, what was that? Is that a poem, or is that a lyrics for a song I haven't written yet? You know, I don't know. But that's something. But I rarely put. I haven't done that yet, but I think I could put music to those poems I've been writing. So yeah, but yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello. I have a two-part question. How do you feel about other people covering your songs? And is there a song that you would like to cover that you don't feel you could do justice to?
Ooh. I love when people cover our songs. That's like the biggest compliment. A lot of times the band someone will find something and then we'll say, oh, have you guys seen this? Like, and so we see a lot of the covers that are on YouTube, and I think it's awesome. Love that. In terms of song that I think I'd love to cover, I don't know if I could do it justice. I mean, anytime you have like an iconic singer, you know, like Freddie Mercury, you know, I mean, I'd love to cover Bohemian Rhapsody. And then you hear Freddie and you're like, well, I can't do it like that. But then, honestly, when Reeve did it last year, it was mind-blowing, so good. Then I'm like, well, I can't do it like that or that, so I'm just not going to tackle Bohemian Rhapsody. But, so yes, yeah, something like that. Like Billy always talks about whenever we do a Zeppelin song, he's like, I'm not worthy. Like, you know what I mean? It's really hard to play Zeppelin, you know what I mean? Because those guys are all such iconic musicians. Yeah, and certainly Robert Plant is like really hard to sing. But we do it anyway with the crazy conventions. Anyway, but yeah, I'd say like Freddie Mercury. But, and even like, you know, we usually play songs that are like, we'll do a convention in Seattle, so we'll play Seattle bands in the morning for the opening songs. And we did a Eddie Vedder song. I love Pearl Jam. So we did a Pearl Jam song. But like you can't not sing it like Eddie Vedder. You're not Eddie Vedder. So then you're doing a weird imitation of Eddie Vedder, and then I just feel stupid. So I've been like really you have to try constantly to just be Rob. Just be Rob, man. But then you can't help but string markers. So yeah, but Freddie Mercury.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So at the end of season 11, Chuck told Dean that the world will be all right because it has Dean and Sam.
That's right.
And now, at the end of season 14, his attitude was a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think that after releasing all those evil things, what do you think that Chuck will see as the ending for the boys? Like what is he hoping that?
I mean, that's the question. That's why we all have to watch season 15. I mean, that's going to be. I think that's the cliffhanger, right? I have no idea what the writers are going to come up with, but I think there's a lot of potential. There are a lot of theories that people have, which I think are really interesting. And I think it's setting it up for an amazing final season. I think I think, and I know you're mad at Chuck, and I get it. I totally get it, but it's pretty genius what they've done. And they've, you know, first of all, the show's going to end. It's got to end. They've announced it's going to end. They've got one more season. They know. I don't. I didn't say. I didn't do it. I play the character. I was not me. But anyway, they've written it so that Chuck, the writer, the creator of the show, of the universe that is the show, now he's pissed, and he's like, "All right, if that's the way you want it, welcome to the end." And then he like unleashes all the old bad guys that they've wiped out. Now they're back. What? That's exciting. And people are mad, they think I killed Jack. Jack's still, you guys, you're gonna still, Alex Calvert has a job. He's still coming back. You're good. So just, you'll thank me later. Maybe you won't. But the point is, it's gonna be exciting. Whoa, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be crazy. And I really hope, I know it's gonna be great. I hope I'm a big part of it. And I hope it's epic, and I think it will be. So, anyway, I hope that sort of answers your question.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. So back to music and musical question. When can we expect new albums from both the Station Breaks and Loud and Swain?
Yeah, we need to have a band meeting with Station Breaks, but I've written all these songs. I've written a bunch of songs, and some of them are Station Breaks songs, and some of them are Loud and Swain songs, and some of them are like, can't decide, maybe I'll make a solo record at some point. So, Loud and Swain, we'll probably go back in the studio and start to record another album sometime this year, later this year. And Station Breaks, we have to have a band meeting. But Billy and I were talking about what actually might be cool, because we have songs. We have a new song we're going to play this weekend. But yeah, but we could like start to just, a lot of artists now are just releasing like 1-2 songs at a time, to release an EP or release a single. You know what I mean? And so maybe we'll do something like that. Because it's always hard to get the three of us together because our schedules are so, that we all, Jason lives in Virginia now, and so it's harder to get together with him. But anyway, so maybe we'll do something like that. But they're both coming very soon. The songs are there, we just need to all learn them and go record them.
Thank you. And did you ever consider covering Kaleo, the band?
Oh man, I love that band, and I'd love to. I have talked to Jensen about doing a song of theirs that he would sing and we'd play behind him. Yeah, because he really loves that band, so yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. About music, if you could choose like an artist or a musician, either dead or alive, that you would like to have a collaboration with, and like why?
Dead or alive that I'd like to have a collaboration with. It's such a fun. What?
You broke it.
Yeah, I did. I broke it. I don't know how to turn it on. Can I turn this on? I just press this button, right? Oh yeah, good. Oh, now it's going. Really bummed you guys out. Anyway, so okay. This is exciting. It's fun. I get to work with anybody, collaborate with them, and so it would be Tom York from Radiohead. I just think he writes such terrific melodies, and they're so sad. They make me feel sad, but I like to feel sad in a good way. I know, but it's okay. I embrace the sadness. And anyway, I just love the way his songs make me feel, and so I love his melodies, and I think it would be so fun to collaborate with him because I think he's a musical genius. I think he'd probably be a bit awkward socially, but I'm cool with that. So yeah, I think I'd love to get together with him and write a song. That'd be really cool.
Thank you.
Thanks. I love questions like that because then I fantasize that it's really happening. Hi.
So I have 2 cats at home, and I really miss them, so I was wondering, do you have funny cat stories?
Do I?
I know you do, so I'm...
Yes, you're teeing me up for my cat story? I do have a cat. I had 2 cats, and this was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I had 2 cats who were great cats, and then at like 3 years old, all of a sudden they turned on each other and they just hated each other. They wanted to kill each other. It was crazy. And then, just to be assholes, they started peeing in the house. So then my cat started peeing in the house, and so we had to send one of them to live with my wife's family back home. So we had to divide the cats. It was very traumatizing. And then the cat that stayed eventually got out and got eaten by a coyote. So that did not go well. It didn't go well. There are a lot of coyotes where I live, and that was, believe me, it was a sad frickin' day. Super sad. So we got a new cat. No, I didn't want a cat for a long time. I was like, no cat. It's too much trouble, and I'm still hurting from our last experience. And cat pee, it's just the smell of cat pee. You can't get it out. So finally, then we have kids. And the kids start to grow up. Daddy, we'd love to have a cat. And they ask me with cute puppy eyes, and I go, okay, fine, we'll get a cat. So we go, we get this cat. She's all black. Her name's Vixen. She's a kitten, teeny little kitten, so cute. And like a year in, all of a sudden, something happened. Oh, I know. We got a dog. No, wait. No, this is before we got the dog. Before we got the dog, she's like 1 year old, no dog. She just, all of a sudden, for no reason, I wake up in the middle of the night, and she's on my chest, and I'm petting her. Oh, sweet kitty. She starts going like this, and I'm like, oh, they're doing that thing before you lay down. And then she goes, and poops on me as I slept. So okay, 1 second. It's a great story. I'm finish the story. So I got so mad. At this point, we weren't letting her outside because the coyotes. I opened the door. I was like, "Have at it!" So mad. And so the person, my friend who works at where we got her from, she was like, "Well, you need to talk to a cat psychic." I said, "I'm not going to talk to a cat psychic." No. She's like, "Well, can you send me her picture?" Fine, I sent her a picture. Turns out she talks to the cat psychic. The cat psychic did a reading of my cat based on a picture. And my friend comes and is like, "I got the reading on your cat from the psychic." I'm like, "Okay, what does she say is wrong with the cat?" "The cat's upset because her owner is stressed out." Because she's pooping on me! That's why I'm stressed out! So it's my fault! And yeah, anyway, so that, and then, when then it went away, and then we got a dog, and then she peed on me. So it was not, she did. Like I went to the dog and she was pissed again and she peed on me. So anyway, I got her still and we're working through it. She's not peed or pooped on me recently, so that's good. It's a win. So anyway, guys, I'll be here all weekend, so I can't wait to spend more time with you. And have